Most people aren't going to do any trail hunting with their Trailhunter, so may I present you with the looks of the Trailhunter, but not the price tag of the Trailhunter. I'll include a link to the Orin Toyota's website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Unlike the Trailhunter, this is powered by the standard turbo 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed, puts out 278 horsepower and then 317 pound-feet of torque, which saves you quite a bit of money over the hybrid. The more subscribers I have, the more access I get to cars, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now this Tacoma's finished in the oxide bronze metallic, which is a cool kind of off-road looking color. And the baseline TRD Off-Road, which this is built off of, still has cool looking headlights. Now the dealership has added the Trailhunter grille, so you've got the bronze Toyota logo with the light bar in the grille. And the base TRD Off-Road has the aggressive approach angle, so it gives this Tacoma a very similar looking front end to the Trailhunter. Tire wheel setup is 285 by 65 by 18. And yes, this has the Trailhunter wheels. You can just order them from Toyota if you want. Now this is also equipped with a suspension lift. I'm guessing this is roughly a 2-inch, maybe a 3-inch. And that does mean the back end is lifted too. The wider tires plus the Trailhunter wheels means you've got a pretty aggressive offset, so wheels poke out a little bit. But the side profile with the bigger tires and with the Trailhunter wheels and the lift and everything, pretty cool looking. And this one actually has the ARB recovery points added to it as well. And here is that rear angle for those of you that are wondering about the looks. And quickly, bed features, we've got the LED bed lights and this one has liner. And then inside, this is the base TRD Off-Road. So you've got the cloth seats, you've got the kind of more basic trim on the steering wheel, smaller infotainment system, but it does still come with multi-terrain select, crawl control, and a rear locking differential, as well as a 2-speed transfer case. Now again, this is a base TRD Off-Road, so the MSRP after options on this is $46,399. They don't have a build sticker on this yet because they literally just got this done, but I'm going to assume wheels plus tires plus a suspension lift is going to come in at around $6,000-ish. So this is probably about $52,000 total. Don't quote me on that. Reach out to them for exact pricing. Let us see how this performs with the lift. By the way, okay, so this is full lockout in drive. Let's do full lockout in reverse. Yeah, see, no rubbing. I didn't think it was gonna rub because these tires are actually they're not small, but you can fit bigger tires even on a stock Tacoma. These are a 285 by 65 by 18, like I said. You can do a 285 by 70 by 18. Now you're gonna get I know this because I have this on my Land Cruiser right now. Teeny bit of rubbing. Now it also depends on the wheel offset. Like this, the Trailhunter wheels, because they have such a aggressive offset, the TRD Pro wheels have the same thing. You actually might be limited to a smaller tire because of the swing. So, because the Land Cruiser has like a plus 60 something offset and I'm like barely touching. So that is also something to consider as the wheel offset. And that's something that people are just gonna have to kind of play with when it comes to these. Sorry, I'm adjusting a little bit. These new Toyotas and putting bigger tires on them. But I will say it drives pretty well. I mean, it feels like a truck, right? I can kind of feel what's happening in the road and everything. It's not like a unibody car which is smooth down the road. Like you feel what's happening when you go over bumps, and yeah, it's all noticeable. It's all noticeable. But seats are pretty comfortable. These seats are not as comfortable as the Softex seats, but they're still comfortable enough. And I feel like this seat is super low. I'm like all the way on the ground. Leave it up to Prius drivers. Man, I'll tell you, in my experience, because I do a lot of driving for the channel, anyone who drives like smaller hybrids, they just seem like they're bad drivers. I don't know what it is about it, but it seems like the Prius and the little Corolla hybrids and everything, they just attract bad drivers. It's kind of weird. This drives pretty well so far. You can tell it's lifted. I mean, independent suspension, whenever you lift it, you lose a little bit of down travel. This has independent front suspension, so it does make it feel a little bit more truck-like, a little bit more body roll, and a little bit firmer over the bumps. Typical stuff with a lift. But I will say the engine seems like it's handling this whole setup pretty well, which I expected. Yeah, this isn't going to be as well dampened as a Trailhunter. But again, the reason why you get this over a Trailhunter is because you're going for the looks, not for the off-road performance. Because again, with the Trailhunter, you're paying a big price premium for off-road performance. Man, this is smooth though. The powertrain and just the overall delivery of everything, it's pretty darn good. Yeah, I gotta love that low end torque. Or at least I do. I think it's cool. I hope I'm allowed to use this lane. I don't know if those are... Yeah, it looks like someone flattened those out a little bit. Now obviously the iForce Max feels quite a bit better when it comes to the acceleration, but this is good enough. No complaints from me. So, getting into our conclusion with this 4Runner TRD Off-Road that looks like a Trailhunter. I think it's cool. I think it looks cool. Again, the whole premise of this build is that you want the looks. You want to look like you're driving the cooler Tacoma, but you don't want to pay the price tag, and you aren't going to use the capability. And there's a lot of people that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, there's a lot of people that want cool looks with their vehicle, but, you know, at a more affordable price point. And this provides that. I mean, it's not like dirt cheap by any means. You gotta make sure we're clear on that, but you know, Trailhunter's like $66,000 usually. So I see the build's at 66, 67. And so this being, you know, over $10,000 less, again, is what I assume is probably the cost of this build. That's a pretty big difference. Now obviously you get value in the Trailhunter, right? You get the cooled seats, you get the 360 camera, the bigger infotainment system, you get the nicer seats, you get the stabilizer bar disconnects. Like, there are obvious benefits to the Trailhunter. Like, it is a more feature-packed truck, but again, are you going to use all those features? That's the question. They're cool features to have if you're going to use them. If you're not going to use them, then they're just kind of a waste of money for you. So I think that's something to always consider. Let me know what you guys think about this build, but I think this was done really well. I think this is a cool setup on the Tacoma. And I felt a ring in my pocket. I just got a text message. I texted the one of the guys at the Toyota dealership asking him the price on the build, and so I can't look at it right now because we're obviously driving, but let me try to get pulled over here to see if that's them on the build, so I can let you guys know the official kind of pricing on the items that have been added to this truck. Yeah, sneak through here. Yeah, this torque is so, I mean, especially when you compare this to the older Toyotas. We'll just turn in here into the gas station. I think I can kind of... Oh yeah, this goes straight to the dealership. I forgot about this. This little... So we'll be in a parking lot here in like 2 seconds. And I can just stop and show you guys. Ugh, yeah, you do have body roll with this thing. Definitely have body roll. It's there. It is certainly there. Okay, we'll just pull over right here. This should be fine. Okay, let's see. Nope. Well, oh, I'm not in drive. Forgot I parked. Well, like I said, I think it's probably about 6-ish, but don't quote me on that. Let me know your thoughts.